Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force, and today we will be taking a look at The Last of Us Remastered. This was just recently released. It's basically a visually updated version of the game. One of the best games of last year, according to a lot of people. It's something that I didn't get a chance to take a look at, and now that we've got sort of the upgraded version, I thought this would be a perfect time to give the game a look, and also, obviously, I just recently picked up a PlayStation 4, so now I have the capability of playing this game. And boy, oh boy, am I glad that I picked it up. It's been pretty awesome so far. Now, as of this moment, I'm about 1/3 of the way through the game, and I put in, I believe, around 4 hours. And I know that I'm a third just based on the progress that the save game tells me. It says I'm like 30% of the way through right now. So let's talk about this game. I just want to show you some gameplay. We're going to try to do this as spoiler-free as possible. Just to set the stage, though, you know, the general idea is that in this version of the world, there's been this infection, this sort of fungal infection that's broken out, takes over people's brains, and this is actually based off of a real fungus that's out there in the wild that happens to animals. I don't know if you guys have ever seen pictures of like ants with little fungal sprouts bursting out of their head. It's a real thing. It's actually sort of rooted in reality, but the idea here is that it's now become, a strain of it has become contagious to humankind, and now it can affect us, and it's affecting us in some pretty gnarly ways. What you actually see in front of me is an enemy type known as a clicker. So these are blind enemies that sort of use echolocation to find you. So you have to be really quiet, you have to tiptoe around them, and we're going to be using some distracting tactics to get past them. And then also what's currently happening is I'm here with Ellie, one of the two main characters, Ellie and Joel. I'm Joel, she's Ellie, in this game, as well as a friend of ours, and we're looking for a car battery. And that's basically it. That's about as many spoilers that you'll see in this video. You might actually find out one of the characters that have died so far, but again, it's pretty early in the game, at only about 3 or 4 hours in, so if you don't want to know about someone dying, then you might want to shut this video off about halfway through, because eventually there will be a little bit of a, you're not going to see it happen, but there'll be a conversation about it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. These are the clickers. I need to try to get by them. They're going to sort of, they do appear to have a pathing, a walking pattern, but they also do some staggering and sort of random wandering around. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this bottle, and I'm going to throw it to temporarily distract them, and then walk by. And you don't have like superhuman powers, but you do have this visual ability. It's just the ability to listen, essentially. You can hear what's around you, and it does give you a little bit of sort of see-through stuff. I mean, you know, again, we're not supposed to be blessed with these superhuman powers, but it's just the idea that we're listening around the corner, and that allows us to get a sense as to where enemies are, especially enemies like these clickers, who make a lot of noise as they're doing their echolocation and trying to find where you are at. Alright, so there's guys right here, and now we can just, again, tiptoe very, very quietly. Now, why am I not just straight up engaging with them? Well, there's a huge problem with these clickers, and that's that I can't melee fight them. If I try to punch them, they just counter my attack and then eat my face off. So we either have to use weaponry on them, like a shotgun, or shoot them in the face a couple of times with other sorts of guns, or we can sneak up on them and use a shiv. Now, you only have so many shivs at any given time, and attacking one of these with a shiv is actually going to cause it to break. So I try to avoid that if at all possible, and we're basically just going to try to stealth through this entirely. 100% I'd like to stealth through this, if we can at least. So we're just going to sort of follow these clickers as they walk around, sort of just stumbling to and fro. And we just need to get past this one right down here. So what I'm going to try to do... Oh, if you're actually going in that right direction, that's perfect. I had to do this several times the first time I tried it. So I have played through this particular part of the game just because I wanted to make sure I gave you I had a display for you of something that was action-packed, but also not filled with too many spoilers. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. We've got all the clickers now, and I'm gonna have to use some ammo on these, which I really did not want to do. But, oh god, he got in the way of my shot. That means I just wasted bullets. Okay. Well, I didn't want to have to do that, but yeah, you can just do that as well. These guys are very imposing. I know you just sort of just saw me blast through them one at a time, but let me tell you, if you don't have shotgun rounds, or if you don't have a good aim and you can't shoot them in the face, you're just in a lot of trouble when you encounter those things. So that's why I was being super, super cautious when walking around them. All right, let's go through this door here. Ah, it's locked. Is there anything we can do about that?
Hold up. I got a key for that gate.
He's got a key. Fantastic. You can't really... This game puts a lot of emphasis on sort of methodical gameplay as well. Like, you can't just be running up to people. You do have to be very careful, because if you make too much noise, you're going to alert a lot of the nearby infected, as they're called. Again, these aren't... I mean, this is, a lot of people just look at this and say, oh, it's a zombie game. Well, it's not really a zombie game, but in spirit, it basically is, right? Because we've got these sort of humans that are no longer human. They've lost their humanity, as it were. All right, so those guys, they do have their vision. So unlike the echolocation guys, it's not so much about being super quiet, although you still want to be quiet. It's more about sneaking up on them and not getting within their frontal wave of vision. So we do have we've got an enemy right over there. We can sneak up on these particular characters and just chokehold them, or stomp their face in if you want. You can't do that with the clickers. You can sneak up on the clickers and use a shiv to silently kill them, but you can't just choke them out. I'm pretty sure you can't just choke them out. I actually could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can. Well, I guess we'll find out. All right, I'm gonna just try sneaking up on these guys. I'm pretty sure the other guy is just gonna be alerted here. Oh wow, he isn't? All right, so we're just gonna strangle this guy. No real reason to use a shiv on these particular characters, unless you want to be ultra quiet. If you're, and that's basically going to be the situation if you're around a clicker. That's actually really surprising that ended up working out so smoothly for me. The first time I came up here, those guys just turned around and screamed at me and started chasing me down, and I had to waste a bunch of bullets. But I guess the game is giving me a break, since I recently wasted a bunch of bullets on those shotgun rounds with all those clickers in the other area. So there's clickers, there's runners, I believe there are stalkers, and then there's also this new enemy type called the bloater. And it's sort of like a boss character. It's kind of crazy. Oh god, those clickers. I'm gonna try to ignore that one if at all possible. So we're just walking around this town area. We're looking for supplies. Something I will highly praise this game for is its environments. They're so varied. I have yet to see a reused anything. Like a reused room type, reused assets, with the exception of, all like the bottles you pick up to throw, they all look the same, right? But all of the environments, the different rooms, the landscapes, everything I've gone to has been completely unique as far as I've been able to tell, which basically means even if it isn't 100% the case, it might as well be, because it's not obvious if they're reusing anything. I mean, just a fantastic job, an incredible level of detail as well. Now, again, this is the remastered version, so they've done some sort of a visual bumping to it. I believe the character model's got a visual up, and there's been I'm not sure how much, if any, they've done to the overworld, but I'm assuming it's been a little bit. But, oh, okay, so he saw me, because, again, they've got their vision. So I'm going to need to use my shotgun on the clicker, otherwise the clicker will just destroy... Oh, man. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Did you guys... I told you, if they see you, if you even slip up the tiniest bit with the clickers, you are completely screwed. All right, I'm gonna show you a little bit more. I'm gonna go a little bit more gung ho with this. I'm gonna start using some weaponry. So I've got this bow and arrow. So long as you hit with it, you can actually retrieve your arrow, which is really, really cool. I'm gonna see if I can take out both of these guys again without one recognizing. Yeah, I don't know how this is happening. I guess they're too, like, in their own brain. Oh, that's cool. He actually helped me out that time. That's friggin' awesome. All right, so I've got a bow and arrow here, so we can use this and retrieve the arrow so long as we hit. There's a lot of, sway, though. There's a lot of sway with your weapons. You've got to be careful. And there's, like, a weapon upgrade system in which you can make your weapons reload. Oh wait, where's the arrow? Oh my god, every other time that I've done this, I've been able to retrieve the arrow. That's the only reason I did it. I don't want to waste arrows. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait a second. Is it broken? That's a huge bummer. So, as far as I could tell before, the only time my arrows ever broke was when I missed and, like, the arrow hit something besides the target. So apparently I was just getting super lucky in the fact that my arrows were never breaking in the past. Let me show you some of this. Let me show you some of this stuff though. So we've got the different weapons and you can swap out. So let's see, like I've got the shotgun here. I can swap this out. I also have a long range rifle. And so there's basically like big weapons and then pistols that you can swap out. And I've got two holsters for my big weapon. I currently only have one holster for my pistol, but I could basically get an upgrade so that I could on the fly switch between these two pistols. Whereas right now, if I run out of ammo, oh, son of a bitch. Ellie frickin' messed that up all the hell. And the clickers here. Now remember, you can't melee the clickers. You're just gonna die if you try to, so I've got to shoot them in the face. Whew. Okay, good. We got some ammo off of this guy too. Fantastic. Freaking dude saw me. I was trying to show you stuff. All right, let me quickly reload. So I could get an upgrade. I could get an upgrade to holster both my pistols at the same time, essentially. All right, I'm gonna just reload these weapons. And you have to reload through this menu. You have to reload by bringing this up and then hitting the fire button. And obviously, if you hit the fire button with that menu not up, you would fire a round off. So it's sort of an interesting, kind of weird system. I've got a Molotov cocktail here, and then also just a distraction item. You can either have a bottle or a brick at any given time. You can only have one of each. You might be able to get upgrades for that as well. Spot for a med kit. This is a shrapnel bomb that I have, and I can also at any given time bring up my backpack, and this will allow me to craft various things. So depending on what materials I have, I'm basically short here, so I can't make a health kit. I actually can't make... The only thing I can make right now is a bomb, but I don't want to do that because it's not... most of the time I'm crafting health kits, shivs, and Molotov cocktails. Those are the things that I spend the most time crafting. You can also upgrade your melee weapon to make it more potent, a little more durable, and what have you. There's an upgrade system with these little med kits I actually recently spent. You can see I've got a point into maximum health and a point into listen mode distance. So you pick up these little pill things in the environment, and then when you get a certain amount of these, you can use them to sort of upgrade yourself. We've got maximum health, listen mode distance, crafting speed, healing speed, weapon sway, and shiv master, this is actually a really good one. It'll make it so that if you were to die to a clicker, you'll use a shiv, one of the ones that you have in your inventory, to save yourself. But again, you could... Like, I only have 2 shivs on me right now. It's also worth noting that I'm playing on hard, so my interaction with, like, maybe on the easier difficulties, you can melee clickers, but on hard, you can't. Hard is the 3rd out of 5 difficulties. There's 2 below and 2 above this one. Hard was just the difficulty that it was basically suggested that I play on, though. It's sort of a... It seems to be a good balance between you can die, but it's not like... It's not like you have 0 supplies. Like, there's still a fair number of supplies that you can find in the environment, which I honestly prefer that. Like, I don't want to be completely inundated with supplies nonstop, but I also don't want it to be impossible to find anything. So, all right, now that we've cleared the enemies in this area, let me actually jump into that house real quick, because we just had that fight that was really loud. I think there's some more enemies on the other side of that fence over there, but I'd like to check... Always careful. Better...
Gun. I can help you kill some of these fuckers.
Yeah. Shut up. Calm down, Ellie. The characterization in this game is amazing, or rather, sort of the characters that they build is what I'm trying to say. Like, they just do a really great job of creating believable characters, interesting characters with personalities, and you're not going to see a lot of that in this particular video simply because I don't want to spoil too much, so I'm not going to show you too much of the dialogue cutscenes. But even the little things, like every once in a while, Ellie will start humming a song, and it's just really endearing. And again, they've done a really great job. And I'm only a Once more, I'm only a third of the way through the game right now, but they've done a really good job of sort of making you care about the people in this game, and that's how it should be, because this is a game about an apocalypse. It's a survival situation, and really, the people are the most important part of that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses in the future. You know, I might do some sort of a follow-up video once I actually finish this game, but we'll see. All right, so this is where we died last time because frickin' clicker idiot. Well, no, because the runner saw us, and then that alerted the clicker. That was our problem. All right, I'm gonna try my bow thing. You don't have to worry about your NPC characters getting spotted. It doesn't count, basically, so you don't have to worry about stupid AI essentially ruining what you're doing. Okay, so do we get this one back? Fantastic. I mean, again, that had been my experience 100% of the time prior, but... Another guy's coming in here? What the shit? What gives, dude? Oh, did they notice? Did he make enough noise for them to notice? Oh my god, here she comes. That's the clicker. Alright. Well, we've got some rounds here, so... You can also be quiet and she'll just go away. If you're not too loud, basically. There'll be a situation where the clickers will bug out, and that's when it's plainly obvious that you've been spotted. But like she was coming over there, if I had just been quiet and didn't move at all, I'm pretty sure she would have eventually gone away, because she definitely wasn't fully aware as to where we were. So, all right, let's just check out a little bit more. I want to see if there's anything else here for us. I don't think we've... Yes, we have been in here. This is where we just were. So let's go over this way. So I think I was talking about this before, but I stopped. The game looks good, but it's still a last-gen game. So it's not completely mind-blowing, like, oh, next-gen graphics, ooh, you know what I mean? But it looks good. It doesn't look bad at all. Like, there's nothing... Even if you look up close, I mean, the textures are fairly decent. A lot of times when you do this to games that aren't basically Crysis, when you look really, really close, the textures don't look that great, but they don't look bad here. So, again, you know, remastered version, a little bit better than the original. All right, I actually don't know. Here we go. This is where we need to go. That's right. All right. You get a little flashlight here. I don't know if you'll get a chance to see this, but there's actually a thing where it'll run out of batteries and you've got to shake your controller to get it going again.
This way.
Oh.
It's tied on the other side.
Oh no, it's tied up.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
Alright. Be careful, Ellie. I don't want you to get hurt.
Very careful.
Of course.
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
Alright, I'm gonna reload.
There's more of those clicker things inside the house.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
They ain't seen us yet. Just stay down.
So we've got some clickers inside of the house. You've been seeing me fight a bunch with them because I've been screwing up. We're gonna try to make it through the house without that happening. So I've got a bottle that I can throw to distract if necessary. But so long as I'm careful, we should be able to make it through without a peep. At least I was able to the first time I did this. We don't know. They're not going to freak out if you shine your light on them. It's pretty much just entirely noise. Once again, the echolocation is what they use. Now, I wonder if I can actually go up. No, I can't go up the stairs. Is there anyone else here? Yes, there's one right in there, too. Check these little side rooms. I always like to check the little areas just in case there's something to pick up. Yeah, there might be something in that room, but... You know, I could use a shiv to kill him. Let me just do that just to show you, and then maybe there's something in this room that I can get. So normally you sneak up on someone, and you hit one button and then another button to strangle them. If we hit triangle twice, we get to use the shiv, and that will stealth kill a clicker. And there you go. I just stealth killed the clicker. And there was nothing in here. Oh, yes there is, never mind. Some bandages. Ooh, you know what? That might be enough for me to craft a health kit. No, not quite. I can craft a shiv, though. You know what? The health kit is completely different material. So we're going to craft a shiv here. So we just go over, so the different items on the left, and then we just hold down X. It's going to use up one row, the leftmost row of the material, then everything pushes over. So if you're wondering what these different things are, it's the same material, it's just how much of it you have, and you've got these 3 tiers that you can fill up. So I've got one full set of the blade, but then I've got a half set of the blade and about a half set of the blinding. So I need a binding. So I need another half set of the binding completely full before I can make another shiv. And then I could also make an explosive with the blade plus explosive material. So yeah, you gather blade, binding, rag, alcohol, explosive, and sugar, and then you use a various combination of these materials to make the different things that you can make. Okay, so let's get out of here. Just be careful. Ellie, don't stand right next to the clicker, for the love of God, would you? All right, there's that's upgrade material there. And we need to go up this way and through the treehouse. Fantastic. Well, let's do that.
Who the hell left this here? You got friends in town?
No. Although I got some idea who might have come through here. School's on the other side of this house. Let's get inside.
Come on, Ellie.
Before we do, we're going to check this house. We're going to go to the school next, which is a fun little scene. And probably where I'll be wrapping up the video. But I got a couple more things to show you, a couple more things to talk about. Check in the cupboards. It's been the case on hard that a lot of times whenever I open it's been the case a lot of times whenever I open a cupboard. Okay, here we go. So you see my flashlight? It's like blinking out right now, and then there's that icon in the lower left-hand corner. So I've actually got to jiggle my controller, and then it turns on. It's just a nice little feature. It's always those little things that I think sort of evolve games from good to great. And I haven't finished this game, so I'm not like it's a great game. It's been great so far, but little touches like that, I just enjoy them. I enjoy that sort of attempt at immersing you a bit more into the game itself and pretending that like your controller is the flashlight. All right, so collectibles, we'll see a bunch of these, and these sort of help tell the story of the world without just shoving it in your face with a cutscene or even just NPC dialogue. So we've got this journal here, and we can hit X to zoom in, and you can just read it, but that's kind of hard to read. It's nice for the authenticity, but you can also just do it in plain text. And I'm not going to read through this all with you, but I already have read through it. And basically, this is sort of a boy telling the progression of his family experiencing the start of this fungal outbreak. At first, his dad was like, everything's fine, don't worry about it. And then as time goes on, things get progressively worse. So it's nice. Things like that I really, really enjoy. All right, so Ellie has something to say here.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm sorry about Tess. That's it. I won't bring it up again.
Ellie, you don't need to worry about me. I should go check on Bill.
Things like that, those little sort of context-sensitive dialogue options, they'll happen, I don't know, every so often. I'd say I probably get about 1 or 2 of those an hour based on my play time so far. All right, we need to open this door.
Give me a hand with this. What'd I tell you? There's that truck sticking out of the school right there. Come on.
All right, so we're just about
Try not to make a sound.
to get up on what our objective is. Our entire goal of everything we've been doing so far is to try to get this battery. And I won't even tell you why we need it. Well, it's a car battery, so we're trying to get a car battery, plain and simple. And we're about to come up to sort of that scenario. So I'm gonna try to play this stealthy with my bow and arrow. See how many of them I retrieve. This is actually the exact location that I was before when I was testing out the bow and arrow, and every single one of these that I shot, I was able to retrieve it. Oh my god. So long as it hit, which that one didn't hit. So I think I'm going to be completely screwed here. Alright, that second one hit there. So I should be able to get that back at least. Alright, let's see here. So many of these guys. So many of these freaking zombie thingies. Nice. I'll be able to get that one back too. So I guess you can just tell if it's sticking out of their body and not on the ground. You should be able to retrieve it. Actually, I don't even know if that's true. That might not be true too. I'm just making stuff up, I suppose. Gotta be careful. There's another guy right behind him. I don't want to alert them all. Especially on the higher difficulties, ammo is so scarce. That's the reason you play this like so much, just like a stealth game. I mean, it is a stealth game, really. It's a stealth game with a heavy narrative, basically. All right. I'm assuming she's still coming. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think I can get this without getting spotted. Let's go back. Stay nice and low. Sneak along. Excellent. Excellent. All right, just a few more now. Got 3 more over here. See if we can get this guy without a peep. I mean, we can also just stealth kill these people, but it's more fun to use a bow and arrow. So why wouldn't I? Oh boy. Okay, he finally turned around. Excellent. Oh, that missed. Ah, that was my last freaking... That was my last one, too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. A little tense situation here. Oh my frick. Forget it. I'm actually gonna switch to the Molotov. No, 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 no. Come on. Damn it all to hell. Alright, here we go. The Molotov burning the zombies is the way to go. That's Ellie, I don't want to shoot her. Here's another. Freaking. Just die, please. Thank you. Wasting ammo there wasn't really necessary.
Well, it was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be holed up somewhere else.
Well, let's not test our luck. How do we get inside?
Alright. So, we're gonna head inside. We're gonna get the battery.
Someone left a ladder on the bus. Here, get me up there and I'll drop it to you.
Sounds good, Ellie. But I think this is gonna be a good time to cut the video, because again, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. So that'll do it. Thanks for hanging out with me, watching some gameplay for The Last of Us Remastered. I am really digging it so far. I can absolutely say that I understand why this game got so much praise last year. I think it's just been great. It's been a lot of fun. I'll give you guys some sort of an update video so long as I continue playing it and finish it, which, you know, I expect I will. But thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a fantastic day. Watch out for infected, like these guys. Don't let them knock down a fence and kill you. If you can help it, that'd be great. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. Keep watching and keep owning. I know, we gotta go in there. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Go, go, go. Ellie, go. Go. I got you. Go, go, go. Go, no! Go with the clicker! Son of a bitch! Someone help me. Thank you very much. GG.